All right, guys, another day, another country, Bratislava, Slovakia right now. So the purpose of this video, and honestly just the way things are going to go, everything's just going to be kept raw and real. It's just going to be me talking for the most part, but it's meant to discuss how I manage all of my SMMA roofing clients for the most part. I have some other clients in different niches, but mostly roofing, or it's pretty much applicable to you and your niche or whatever it might be. So it's based on two foundational principles. The first is taking responsibility for all the good and all the bad that has happened in your life, and it's going to be an overlapping similarity and value that's going to be preached throughout this channel, because it's one of my honestly strongest values, right? Taking responsibility for all the good, all the bad. If you're not getting results, take responsibility. If your clients are absolutely killing it and you've made them their money back plus some, take responsibility. That's awesome. And then the second thing is actually caring, right? So actually caring about the clients that you're working with, because they're real people with, I'm assuming, families, and you're managing their money, you're running their money, and they're putting their trust not into your service, but also who you are as a person. And that's extremely important, right? So from the 2-call close, you have then the onboarding call, and the onboarding strategy call is really meant for me to honestly just start building a little bit more rapport, discuss strategy, discuss what is exactly that they envision for the future of this relationship. And then in addition to that call, which lasts around 40-45 minutes, is the kickoff call. Right before the ads go up, you're continuing to build rapport, and the kickoff call should last anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes, basically showing him the entire ad layout, how everything's going to be going, all the back-end things, the automations, the features, the software, and basically wow them with what it is that you can do, and the drip campaigns, the nurture campaigns, all of that. So explain that in detail to them, make them kind of understand what's going to happen when people book into your calendar for an inspection or whatever it so be, and that they're going to be warmed up basically by the time they get to the house, or by the time they basically call the lead themselves. And again, that kickoff call should last anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. And then the moment the ads start going, the first 3 days, you have to be in constant contact with them every single day. Even if you're not getting results, just talk about the numbers, talk about the positive, and my God, do not focus on the negative. Do not say anything bad, because when it comes to actually managing people and managing emotions, like I say all the time, for the most part, majority of people are emotional and we reason with logic, but some people are pretty more logical than emotional. But the first 3 days of the ads being up, actually be in contact with them, tell them what's happening. Only focus on the good though, and even if they're not getting results, still talk about how thousands of people in their service area are seeing their face, and that's extremely important. One of my clients, there was a bit of a dry spell, and for a couple days, and of course he was reaching out to me, and I was basically trying to manage his emotions. But I reached out to him first, right? Because if your client reaches out to you before you reach out to them, you've pretty much already lost. And problems arise when expectations aren't met. And so set those expectations to begin with. Tell them that the first week of running the ads is typically the slowest, because as a marketer, you're wanting to test everything, right? We're testing everything. We're seeing what sticks while throwing everything at the wall. And set those expectations to begin with, and tell them how the first week is typically the slowest, and then even the first month in general is also pretty much the slowest, because the second, third months, it's all backlogged of leads and actually warm prospects throughout the time the campaign goes up. So manage those emotions, set the expectations to begin with. That's one of the most important things too. And after the 3 days of the ads being up, also clarify that you guys are going to be meeting bi-weekly through Google Meet or Zoom or whatever it is that you use. And on that bi-weekly call, discuss the good and the bad. Ask them what they're enjoying, ask them what they're not enjoying. And again, when you ask them what they're not enjoying, just try to spin it around, focus on the good. If the lead quality is pretty shit, tell them you're going to fix the sales copy, you're going to fix the funnel or whatever it is that you're using, whether it be a landing page or an instant form. Now, differences between the two, it's honestly preference. Landing pages work just as good as instant forms, if not better in my experience. But if you just want to go for sheer volume, then instant forms are pretty much fine too. And again, if you feel some sort of friction in the air, whether you're not getting results, then reach out. Don't be too needy though, right? Don't be up their ass constantly. And if a client's up your ass constantly, then you have to set those expectations to begin with, right? Take responsibility for if they're extremely needy or if they're not really. So, I mean, for the most part, you're gonna get clients who are pretty chill, right? Like the people that we work with, they're all great people. They're all pretty chill. They're all pretty understanding and a lot more logical than most. And again, like anything, it's all a numbers game, right? And the more you put in, the more you're gonna get out. But the clients that you work with, and at least I work with, they're great people, and we want to serve them to the highest regard possible. But manage your clients. So we have the additional kickoff call to build rapport, the constant contact for 3 days from the moment the ads go up, the bi-weekly meetings, and then you can text them or email them or however it is you're in communication with them every couple days or so if you feel that there's kind of a dry spell. And another important thing too is actually getting the right content that's needed. And so yes, you can make things a lot more personal, and of course the more personal the better for running ads. But let's see, so here we go. But try to get the right material. Constantly be getting new and different material from your clients. Test new things, have fun with it. And that's pretty much so how I manage my clients. Now, as of right now, I don't have a client success manager, so I am still doing pretty much all client communication myself still. Not for much longer though. But if you just want to take home more profit, then you could do everything yourself, but you're going to be basically, your phone's going to be blowing up. So again, set those expectations to begin with. Continue building rapport throughout the entire relationship. And once they give you money, don't act like you just don't care anymore, right? That's the most important thing. The ads haven't even started running. Like, yes, you closed him or her, whatever it is, but don't act like the job isn't done, right? Is what I'm trying to say. The job isn't done. They put their trust in you, so it's time to deliver results right now. But that's typically how I manage all of my clients, and it's all relative. It's all the same across the different niches, and because I mean, humans and managing people are typically the same, right? So that's that, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this, took away some value, and with whatever business you're in, you could kind of incorporate these values into what you're doing if you're not doing it already. And if you are, then that's great. But that's pretty much that, guys. And for right now, we're in Bratislava right now, but the goal is to make it to Berlin. We got to make it to Berlin for a High Rocks. So we're going to be doing that. We've been training a bit. It's a little difficult to train out. I'm making excuses right now, but yeah, we're training for the High Rocks. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm super excited. It's probably going to be honestly the easiest thing I've ever done. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that's that. See you guys in the next. Peace.